The power of green stuff. Hey everybody, AVP Wargamer here. I'm going to try green stuff for the first time today. I've got some bases I'm going to do, but I'm also going to show you some of the other really cool stuff that I got for my Aliens vs Predator game stuff that I'm doing. Okay, so I got some really neat stuff here. First, I guess I will start with the green stuff. So green stuff is a two-part material that you mix it together, and it creates kind of a clay that you can use for sculpting miniatures. This is the stuff that the professionals use. I've worked with similar stuff, like I've used two-part plumber's epoxy, which I recommend for doing basic starting out kind of things. Like this guy, I did this with two-part plumber's epoxy. It dries super fast, so you have to work with it really quickly. Green stuff, let's see. Room temperature, two-part epoxy putty, ideal for sculpting, which allows you to obtain amazing detail. Work life around 90 minutes. So you can really work with this. It says to use lubricant on your tools and fingers to prevent such sticking, such as Vaseline or water. So yeah, pretty cool. So easy to work with stuff. And then the company also has some other really cool stuff on their website. Like you can get these little plates. This looks like a bunch of these are resin. These are cast in resin. And these are like some bones that are scattered around in the dirt. So you could like kind of chip away at this or cut this out or make two little bone piles. Those are really cool. I thought that'd be great for some carnage. And then we have here, these are like walls with nothing but skulls. So these are all skulls. So you could do like an ancient ruin that's got like a wall of skulls attached to it, or some hellscape, or some Warhammer 40k scenery using a ton of skulls, or if you're an awesome predator who collects a ton of skulls, there you go. You got your bone pit and you got your skull trophy wall with pretty much an army of skulls all over it. And now if you want the individual skulls, you can also get that from green stuff. These are like some high quality resin cast skulls. A few of them have already fallen off their sprues here. Let's see if I can show you in the camera without breaking them or dropping them. There you go. Now the thing I like about these is they have a series of different wounds. There's some blown open skulls, some cut open skulls. Looks like a predator blew them away or shot at them. So the neat thing is they give you two of these in their packs, just like the other ones. I've seen a lot of other skulls before, done by other companies like Games Workshop and such, and these ones are pretty good. I like them. They're about, let's see, I'll grab an infinity figure here. Let's see. So this lady, the skull's about the size of her head, so a little exaggerated, but I think it looks cool. I'll show you a base that I applied one to. Here's a Predator Berserker that I'm building for a friend. But I just threw a skull on the base there, and it really adds a lot. So yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff with these skulls. Now, here's the one I'm really excited about. Here's an Alien Hive stamp. This is a beautiful stamp. And this is like a clear resin. We're going to see how this works. But yeah, put out by Green Stuff. And they have a variety of stamps that you can get. So let's see, I'm going to start out just a really small piece of green stuff. Okay. So you get the green stuff. And you mix it together. and the blue and the green are going to work together to create a putty. Ooh, this is really tacky. I like it. This is not as chalky as 2-part Plumber's Epoxy. And again, we're going to have a lot better running time. Oh yeah, that's really sticky. Alright, so we'll roll it up. So it's like this kind of dark green. I'm going to take this, I'm going to flatten it out. I want to really spread this stuff out. So I'm going to put some on my base here. Spread out. Oh yeah, that's really sticky. Okay. So I'm going to roll that out there. I've also got this base. I want to kind of fill this a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to put this little grid on here. I want to hive it a little bit on top. Ooh, that's really sticky stuff. Okay, I'm going to get some water so that we have some sort of lubricant. All right, I'm back. I got some water here. I'm going to take a little bit of water, kind of rub it on the front there. So it gives us a little bit of lubricant. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it over the top. Let's see, I want to get a variety of pattern there. And voila. There we go. I'll put a little bit of water on here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a roll there. Alright, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gotta stamp it in a little bit. Let's see, I want to get a little bit more in there. If you don't like it, I guess you could just roll it over again. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm liking this. Alright, so I'm going to go through some bits here. Let's see, what could I add to this? Make it a little bit more interesting. You have some little bits I can kind of mush onto here. Okay. A little bit of extra stuff I can add. I have this sprue of some other old model kit that I have. I can add some pieces from it. So I think that one looks pretty good. I'm going to kind of mush a little bit of this in here. I think I want to add something kind of sticking out there. It's time to go to the old bits box. So I decided, I took this Zombicide half zombie. I kind of put it on there. I'm going to mix up a little bit more green stuff. Kind of add to it. I got my fingers wet this time and it really helped. Just a little bit of, keep it from getting too sticky to my fingers. There we go. So I'm going to take this green stuff. I'm going to kind of work it up around the body. Get it on there. I also want to make it look like perhaps he's just cocooned as part of the hive here. Oh, it's starting to stick to my fingers. There we go. So this is pretty good. Kind of work this into the pattern here. See if I can use some of the sinewy part. Yeah. A little bit of that. Whoop. Getting a little sticky there. Have to clean this out here. Get a little bit of green stuff in there. That's why you have to lube it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sculpt in, kind of continue this pattern in. Up there. Kind of pull that hip. Kind of give it the look like the pattern is continuing up into the corpse here. And a lot of this, I'm just kind of faking it. Like that. That looks pretty good. Oh, I have a cat outside making noise. They always do this right when I'm in the middle of a video. There we go. That looks pretty good. Alright. So I'm going to get my X-Acto knife wet again. Kind of do some deeper details here. All this I'm just doing with an X-Acto knife. So if you don't have a lot of sculpting tools, you could just use the tip of one of these. Wow, this green stuff's great. I love the way the green stuff just moves around in such small details. So I'm gonna kind of bore out his chest a little bit. Be like, yep, chest burster got him. Yeah, pretty awesome. Oh, maybe I'll stretch it up on his head a little bit. Like they really fixed his head up. There we go. That's really cool. That's going to paint up nicely. So I'm just going to go check my edges. Alright, well that looks done. Well, let's go to this one. This one I'm just going to kind of turn these into more tentacles. Kind of coming off this kind of spiderwebby pattern. There we go. That kind of look looks pretty good. Do I want to add anything to that? Let's see, I could add just some little tech bits. Sure, why not? Take my plastic glue. Put a little bit of glue there. Put a little bit of glue all over this, just to kind of get it where I want it. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to add a skull too. I think this is going to be a base for a Predator. So I'll put some glue right there. Use my tweezers to kind of arrange that the way I want it. There we go. So that'll be pretty cool. There you go. So I made 2 custom bases for my Aliens vs. Predator The Hunt Begins miniature game using the ever famous green stuff. So my review of the green stuff is that this is totally worth it. Green stuff's kind of expensive, but I think it's completely worth it, especially if you want to do this professionally. You know, get used to sculpting in green stuff. The roller, I wish they had some smaller texture stamps that weren't quite this big, but this is pretty cool though. I'm gonna use this for more than just green stuff. I'm gonna use this roller to do like some scenery and things like that. I just want to make sure I keep it nice and clean. Get out all the green stuff that's stuck. So, yeah. Anyways, green stuff. Good stuff. I like it. If you're into sculpting and miniature gaming, do yourself a favor. Just spend the money. Go get it. It's awesome.